Royal Crown Digital presents The Lost Colony of Roanoke. More than 400 years ago, on a small island along the coast of what is now North Carolina, an entire English colony vanished without a trace. No battlefields, no mass graves, and no eyewitnesses. Only an abandoned settlement and a single mysterious word carved into a wooden post, CROATOAN. For centuries, this disappearance has puzzled historians, archaeologists, and explorers alike. It remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. In 1587, Governor John White led 115 English settlers to Roanoke Island in hopes of establishing England's first permanent colony in North America. Among them were families seeking a new beginning, including White's daughter, who gave birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. Life in the colony was difficult. Food was scarce, supplies were limited, and the settlers depended on support from England. White returned home to gather provisions, promising to come back quickly. But history intervened. War with Spain delayed his return for nearly 3 years, as England focused on defeating the Spanish Armada. When White finally returned in 1590, he found the colony completely deserted. The houses still stood, the wooden palisade remained intact. There were no signs of battle, no burned buildings, and no bodies. Only one clue remained. Carved into a wooden post was the word Croatoan. Before leaving, the settlers had agreed that if they relocated, they would leave a message showing where they had gone. If they had left under attack, they would carve a cross beside it. No cross was found. This suggested they may have left willingly. But where did they go? One of the leading theories is that the settlers moved to nearby Croatoan Island, now Hatteras Island, where they may have joined friendly indigenous communities. Archaeological discoveries show contact between the English and indigenous people, but no evidence proves the entire colony settled there. Another theory suggests the colonists moved inland. A hidden fort symbol discovered on one of John White's maps hints that an inland settlement may have been planned. English artifacts found away from Roanoke support this possibility, but no confirmed settlement has been identified. Other historians believe disease, famine, severe weather, and food shortages forced the settlers to abandon the colony in search of better farmland or assistance. Changing relationships with neighboring indigenous communities may also have influenced their decisions. Despite centuries of investigation, no single theory explains every clue. Modern archaeology continues the search, using ground penetrating radar, LIDAR, drone surveys, radiocarbon dating, and digital mapping. Researchers have uncovered pottery, iron tools, glass beads, clay pipes, and other artifacts that reveal how the colonists lived. Every discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, even if the final answer remains elusive. Historians also examine surviving letters, maps, indigenous oral traditions, and environmental evidence to build a more complete picture of the colony's fate. Although Roanoke disappeared, its legacy shaped history. The lessons learned influenced later English settlements, including Jamestown in 1607, improving planning, supply systems, and long term survival strategies. Today, the Lost Colony continues to inspire historians, archaeologists, educators, authors, filmmakers, and millions of visitors who seek to understand one of America's greatest historical mysteries. More than 4 centuries later, the fate of the settlers remains unknown. Perhaps they found refuge among neighboring indigenous communities. Perhaps they established another settlement, or perhaps the answer is still waiting beneath the soil, hidden in an overlooked document, or preserved in traditions yet to be fully understood. The Lost Colony of Roanoke reminds us that history is never truly finished. Every generation brings new technology, fresh discoveries, and new perspectives that deepen our understanding of the past. Its story is one of courage, hope, resilience, exploration, and humanity's endless pursuit of knowledge. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this journey into one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Royal Crown Digital for more fascinating documentaries on history, archaeology, science, and world civilizations. Until next time, keep exploring the past because history still has stories waiting to be uncovered.